a meditation called giving. I think it's a little unfair. Although why I'm getting so upset, I'm not sure. Jesus, after all, is a country preacher, hardly of any importance. But having said that, I don't see why he should be allowed to get away with his blatant attacks on the scribes of Jerusalem. I mean, look at me. One of the attacks that Jesus has made is that I'm dressed in lovely clothes. Well, is it a crime to look nice? Well, is it? I tell you, I have certain standards to maintain, a position to uphold. I am a very important member of society. I have to rub shoulders with some very sophisticated, very significant people. I have to hold my own with them. Can you blame me for that? My robe maker does not come cheap. And of course, I am not paid. I have to exist on a stipend. I have to work really hard to raise enough money so that I can live in the style that is expected of me by my fellow scribes, by the public at large. And yes, that means I've had to persuade the odd widow to leave me her belongings in her will or give me her money. Could she afford it? Well, how should I know? And yes, I know that these people are vulnerable. I'm vulnerable too. Yes, it is possible to argue that as a group we have taken on airs and graces, the fancy clothes, the love of luxury. Knowledge of the law comes at a price, and it's rather nice to be consulted by the wealthy and the powerful. As far as Jesus is concerned, we should be reserving that kind of honour for God alone, and not soaking it up for ourselves. Well, that might be right. But can you blame me? I know, if you listen to Jesus, it's all about what you give to God. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if nobody listens to him. After all, have you seen the clothes he wears? And the company he keeps? Fishermen. Really. And there is a faint whiff of the country about him and his little band. Don't expect me to be taking lessons from him on how to live a life of significance and power, because that's what I live. And I have to work very hard to maintain the standards that I have set for myself. And I am sure that God won't mind if some of the giving, some of the glory, attaches itself to me.